Hey everyone, today I'm going to share with you how to buy individual stocks on M1 Finance instead of your overall investing portfolio. So if you've been scratching your head on how to do this video will give you the right answer. So let's go ahead and jump onto the portfolio and let's not waste any time. And of course, if you're someone who still needs to get started with M1 Finance, click the link in the show notes down below. That's going to help you get started with this free trading platform as well as the fractional shares, which is what I love about M1 Finance. All right, so here we are on the M1 Finance portfolio. Now, if you've been watching my investing journey, this looks quite familiar for you. So currently right here, we actually have a trade coming in with $150, which right now is going to buy into 27 different companies, just based off of how I have my overall portfolio set up. So in case you're not too familiar, just a quick step here is if you need to learn how to deposit your money. Of course, here at the top right, you're going to see a section that says deposit. You can click on that and you can type in any amount that you want deposited. Click on the bank that you have associated and then hit continue, and then that will set it up. You can also put in a automatic recurring schedule so that way you can have money deposited directly into the account every week, every month, whatever works best for your financial journey. Now, if you are somebody who's like, hey, I want to invest $150, but I only want it to go into certain companies, that's what we're going to show you here today. So let's go ahead and say that in the consumer sector, you want a majority of that to go into, let's say, Disney, right? Disney comes out with a new service or, a big movie series, and you know that, potentially their stock is going to go up. So you want to invest heavily into them. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into that stock. Now, I have pies within pies, as you saw. So if you have everything just in one, then that's the same thing. You can just go into the individual company. And what you're going to do is you're going to hit buy/sell. Now, of course, we're not selling here. We want to buy more into it. So what we're currently going to do is it's saying that available to order is going to be $150.02 because that's what we're going to have deposited into the account tomorrow. And then we also have 2 cents left over from dividends and, other deposits. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that I want $40 to go into this fund. So we're going to hit continue. And fun fact, minimum you can put into a company is $10. So you have to have a $10 minimum to be able to invest individually. So once we choose the $40, we're going to go ahead and hit confirm on here. So now what it's going to show you, it says pending buy of $40 and it's only directed towards Disney. So now what we're going to do is go back into our main portfolio. We're going to hit view details again because we're going to show you how this changes. So now all of a sudden it shows that $40 is going to go into Disney, and then everything else is going to get split up based on how we have everything set up percentage-wise for our targets. Now, again, you can do more of this if you really want to. Now, this is not how I'm personally going to do it. I just want to show you that it is possible to do. You'll see that little marker, by the way, on the part where it's actually getting traded. So if we hit consumers, you can see that only Disney is going to be traded in that section for that given trade. Now, let's say, there's another company that maybe is down for something, right? So if I go into my consumer products, I can see right now, Church & Dwight is down quite a bit. The company that makes baking soda, Arm & Hammer baking soda. So I'm going to click on this company and say, wow, this is a great time to dollar cost average, which if you're not familiar is when you bought a company, let's say the price went up for a while and then all of a sudden it went down lower than what you actually paid for it originally. That is dollar cost averaging because now you're paying less for each share, which brings your cost down on what you originally paid for those shares if it's lower than where it was to begin with. So for me right here, you can see the average share price that I paid into this company was $72.47. So the current market is at $67.05. So that means every time I buy more into this company right now, I'm actually going to lower that number. So that way I'm actually essentially saving more money if my plan is to hold this company for the long term. So let's go ahead and buy more into this company here. And let's say I want to put in $5, right? So if I go ahead and hit continue, this is what I was mentioning earlier, right? That you have to put a minimum of $10 or more to be able to do the individual purchases as well. But of course, let's say I want to do a lot more, right? I want to do maybe $60 worth because I really want to lower down my average and almost buy a full share at that point too. So we're going to go ahead and hit confirm on here. And then again, we're going to go back to our main account here. We're going to go view details. And then boom, all of a sudden we have $40 going into Disney, $60 into Church & Dwight, and then a little bit gets sprinkled into everything else. Now, if I wanted to, I can go ahead and spend that other $50+ on individual companies, or I can just let it ride out into all the other different funds. Now, to make things easy, if I'm like, you know what, I don't want to do that, just go ahead and hit the cancel button. Super easy. And then it just takes all that money and it redistributes it across the board almost in real time there. Obviously, when it goes into the investments is the next day, but you can see just like that, all of a sudden, everything is back to where it was originally, as if you were just going to invest into your portfolio to begin with. Now, I want you to keep on learning more great tutorials when it comes to M1 Finance, so check out my video right over here so you can learn on how to best utilize M1 Finance for your investing journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.